Well, hello and welcome to a very special race here today. We have some marvellous machines down on the grid that in just a few moments will be accelerating up to some really high speeds indeed to compete for a prestigious Grand Prix victory. With 20 turns and a length of 3.7 miles, Baku City Circuit in the heart of the Azerbaijan capital is a real test of a driver's endurance, patience and precision. 90-degree corners through Sector 1 lead into a tightening uphill sprint as we start to circle around the old city. Then a 1.4-mile chase flat out through Sector 3 towards the finish line. So as we look ahead to what I hope will be a very entertaining race, I have to ask Anthony Davidson what you expect to see in terms of strategy today. I mean, do you expect a lot of tyre management? A lot of fuel management?
Well, don't we always? I don't expect these are going to be any more important than usual, if I'm honest. But what I do expect, however, are a lot of drivers getting into the pits early for some kind of undercut on fresh rubber. If you can pit before the person in front, have a good stop and drive a blistering outlap, there may be 1 or 2 seconds to be gained. If anyone gets stuck behind another car, for example, that will be the go-to strategy, surely.
You should have some space going into the first corner, so try to keep it tidy.
With that then, let's run through the grid order. An immense lap from Lewis Hamilton yesterday puts him on pole position, and Nico Rosberg completes the front row. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Verstappen, Bottas, Sebastian Vettel and Ricciardo, Raikkonen, Perez, Massa and Nico Hülkenberg, Sainz, Button, Esteban Gutierrez and Grosjean, Alonso, Wehrlein, Rio Haryanto and Felipe Nasser, Kvyat and Magnussen, Marcus Ericsson and Jolyon Palmer rounds off the grid. And with preparations almost complete, let's head down to the track.
Not seeing any technical issues coming off the practice start. Watch the RPM on the full start. We don't want to bog down. safety car is out. Reduce speed and maintain a positive delta. VSC ending, we're going green. Maintain positive delta until the green flags. Okay. We're approaching the pit window. You'll be on the softs. You've knocked the front. Considering switching to an alternate strategy, do you want to change or stick to plan A? Copy. wing is damaged, performance will be affected. Okay, we can take you this lap. Think there's a viable strategy change available to us? You've taken damage to the front wing. We recommend you pit for repairs before this becomes a serious problem for us. We're considering switching to an alternate strategy. Do you want to change or stick to plan A? Was our last stop. No more scheduled pit stops. Okay, some information on Magnussen. It looks like the problem is terminal. They're retiring the car. Some information on Button. They've got a serious car issue. It looks like they're retiring. Factor today. We're expecting it to remain dry throughout. Kimi is pitting now. Kimi is in the pits.
A great win then for the Mercedes team today. Tell me, Ant, what was the key to this success?
Well, I think the track conditions just really suited their car today. Wind, track temperature, you name it. These cars come alive when the tyres are just at the right temperature. So the more easily you can keep them there, the better your race tends to go. And that's exactly what happened. Their car just looks so comfortable out there.
So as I say that, we can see the drivers coming out now to collect their trophies. It's yet more silverware to take back to their base in Brackley after another excellent Grand Prix. And after this round of the World Championship, here's how things look in the drivers' table. It wasn't the best weekend for our championship leader, and their advantage at the top has been reduced. Now then, Anthony Davidson, who was your driver of the day?
Well, Jolyon Palmer did a great job coming through the field today, so my vote goes to him.
After all this drama, you'd be mad not to join us for the next race. We hope to see you then. Take care.